Welcome back to Man Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling. Shall we see what's going on a lovely little island of Fawnhollow today? I feel like I really slurred those words. I'm not really sure. You know how when you say something, it sounds different in your mind to how it actually records? Like, you might record yourself singing and be like, ooh, I'm like so in tune right now. And you listen to yourself, you're like, I sound like a dying cat or something. Something about the way I said those words. If they sound really slurred and messed up to me, then they must sound incredibly horrible to you. So, let's learn to enunciate a little bit more. Anyway, hello there everyone. Right now in Fawnhallow, it's 3:30pm on Thursday, February 4th, 2021. Today is also Lily's birthday. How wonderful. Happy birthday! That's all for now. I hope you all enjoy the loveliest of lovely days. Thank you, Isabel. And of course, we will get on celebrating Lily's birthday because happy birthday, Lily. Happy birthday. She's I don't know, Taurus? No, it's Aries? No. Maybe Taurus. I can't remember. No, I can't be right. Taurus is around May. So she must be like an Aquarius or something. That seems right. Anyway, we've got stuff to do. Well, I say we've got stuff to do. It's more like none of it's pressing issues. I mean, it's Animal Crossing. None of it's pressing. You can spend as long as you want in Animal Crossing. There's no time limit. As it should be. Forever going at your own pace, Because I'm gonna do things my way. I don't even know what song it is. KK Oasis. Apparently we got this one. Again, don't recognise it, but here we have it. Wait. Were those chocolate things different coloured? Different colours? They are different colours. This is a dark chocolate one. And we don't care about microphones. Okay, so we can close out this notepad. Yeah, just do things at your pace. So what have I been up to today? Not really much, to be honest. It's been rather uneventful, as usual. As per usual. I played a little bit of games. I didn't do any drawing and I haven't done any programming. I've just been lazy. I've just been playing games and then watching videos, I was going to record some, like, Hollow Knight, and I just went, nah. No thanks. Not today. That sort of thing. So, I don't know. Well, more interesting things happened yesterday. If you don't know, I play a gacha game called Starlight Stage. And then, I think it was yesterday or the day before. Yeah, I think it was yesterday morning or something. The new banner came around, and I had one of the girls that I wanted to pull for, someone called Nakano Yuka. Who hasn't had an SSR card, being like the highest rarity card. She hasn't had one for like 3.5 years or something. So I've been waiting a very long time for her. So I spent all my premium currency to get her. Had to go to a 3-4. Had to hit the pity rate, the max pity rate, which is very sad, but it happens. And because it was such a big event, and I've been talking to Ali, about gacha games. Here's the thing about Ali. Ali doesn't play gacha games, but he loves watching people pull in gacha games because he doesn't like playing them because I think he has no impulse control. So he just like, as soon as he gets enough, he pulls immediately, even if it's not always optimal, and he won't save up for characters he wants or whatever. So then he doesn't want to play because he doesn't have his characters. Someone always says, I don't know if that's true or not. Oh, we need to dig up some fossils. Do we have a fossil in front of our house which we didn't? No, I don't think we did. But anyway, that's for him to decide. Whatnot. Which is fair enough. You play the games you want to play, Don't let me shame you into it. Is Red Avista? It's not Red, so it's Gadavar or Gadavar. Or CJ. Could be CJ. We might not have had CJ last week, but I don't think we had Gadavar last week. Anyway, no point. I was talking to him about it, and he because this has been couple of years actually in the making. I suppose I've been saving up stuff, and all the other pulls I've only done not off camera, so I was like, you know what, this time we'll do it on camera because it might be a big one. So we did it, and because we have a load of people playing Genshin as well, including my friend Sophia, whose pulls maybe we won't go into, but a lot of people are playing Genshin. They're excited to see gacha pulls, so I did my Starlight Stage gacha pulls. It was good fun. We had like 10 people or something in call just watching it. It was very random, very surreal. So yeah, it was weird. Oh, it is CJ spending so much that I'd saved up. We don't even need to check beach anymore. After whatever many years, in premium currency, it's a simple little game like that. Then being boom, bada bing, bada boom. It's done. We've got to harvest any fruits. More of the autumn section. Let's go do that quickly. It was weird, but it's a funny event, of epic proportions. Everyone gathered round just to have a little sneak peek of what on earth was going on to get home in the end. but I've got like no currency now in comparison. If you want a frame of reference, it takes 75,000 of a premium currency to guarantee, basically, to hit the max pity rate of 300 pulls, and by 300 pulls you're guaranteed to get the person you want. And I now have about 20,000 again, so you know it's going to take a few months to save up again. But then what I was doing was just a precursor hype up to, because the same day or maybe the day before there was a new character released called Xiao in Genshin Impact, which was a character my friend Sophia wanted to pull for, potentially, and she of course pulled after me because I was like the intro to the concert, and she was her main event. It was interesting. She doesn't watch a video, so it doesn't, so it's fine. It doesn't matter, but she unfortunately did not get Xiao, and got, in fact, Gigi, which if you... Ooh, let's not mix up these presents. I just had a thought about that. If you don't know Genshin Impact, she already, in fact, has Gigi, and getting a duplicate means your character powers up a little bit, except for Gigi is a very weak character right now, so that was quite upsetting. But, man, was it dramatic. It was like scripted event. You can't plan it, you know? You ever have things like that? You ever have luck just like work out in such a way as just unbelievably either fortunate or unfortunate? Bruce celebrating this one again. Bruce celebrates everyone's birthdays. Welcome to my birthday party. Oh, I love your hat, Lily. I'm so grateful for every friend who stopped by and surprised by how generous they've been. I've already gotten so many great unexpected gifts. Oh, no pressure or anything, dear. I do have something. It does feel incredibly strange that fruits are the best gift. I say this every single time there's a villager birthday. Oh, for me? Really? This is so exciting. Oh, look at that. It's some pears. What a treat. Thank you for this. You're such a sweetheart for thinking of me. You made this a special day, and I really appreciate your gift. Thank you, dear. You got to say, Bruce. Look at that. You see it right. Just look at that big old grin on Lily's face. Seeing someone have that much fun is enough to make even an old cuss like me smile. Come on, let's celebrate. I don't know that I really feel any more grown up than I was yesterday. What do you think? Maybe one of these birthdays I finally feel like an adult. I write in my diary every day, and I feel like I'm going to need a lot of pages to write about this party. Sorry, Lily, we'll take our leave. Before you leave, there's one more thing I need to tell you. Thank you for coming by and for your thoughtful present. I'm such a happy frog. Aww. I wish a birthday events were more, you know, than just that. But I suppose that's as much as they want to do in them. Because it feels so lame giving them a fruit present. But it's like, it's just like the best present to give. It's like, I want to give them clothing which suits them. But it's like, oh, they're not very happy with it for whatever reason. I want to give something which relates to their hobbies and interests. Oh, no, it's just give them edible items. It's very strange. Very impersonal, I suppose, my problem with it. Why am I running about like this? We should give this present to Mira when we need to hit our rocks. But yeah. Isn't that funny? You know? Life is obviously, well, I mean, depending if you... Rowan. If you believe in, like, predeterminism or freedom of choice. Not freedom of choice. What's that phrase? Free will. There we go. But maybe you think life is scripted, but sometimes life just works out in an incredibly unpredictable way, but just that, you know... Hold on, I'm not phrasing this properly. Sometimes life hits those like 1 in 1,000 shots, which if you saw in a TV show, you'd be like, that's so unrealistic. But because it happens in real life, you're like, what? This is crazy, you know? You get me? You feel me? Sometimes it just works out like that. I suppose gacha games and loot boxes are kind of a primary example of it, but not the greatest example, seeing as predatory, again, business model and all that. Not really what we're aiming for, but still. Yeah, I don't know. Have things like that ever happened to me before? It's like 1 in a million chances. Like, the sort of situations where you're like, no one will ever believe you if you try and tell the story. I don't know. I feel like I'm too much of a pragmatic person about probability to really care. Not care about that, but to really bear it in mind and be like, wow, that was a 1 in a million. But, you know, 1 in millions happen every single day. There's a million things I do every single day, which probably have a 1 in a million chance. I'm going to succeed at one of them. Not necessarily eventually, but by law of large numbers. That's probably just my statistical mind. Probabilistic mind. Even not statistical, I guess. I mean, it's kind of statistical, but it's not like we're... Anyway, no point. Viewpoint I come in with. I'm just like, ooh. Lucky or not. I don't know. Because I'm also like, I don't know if I've always been like this, but I always do things by like expected value, expected outcome or something. It's like, oh, do you want to play this mini lottery thing? Have a chance at winning this? I'm like, no, unless I have a way to guarantee what I want, or if there's a decent chance I get what I want. Yeah, again, I say this, I still play catch games, which is a weird sort of, what's the word? Juxtaposition, I suppose, of it. Oh yeah, CJ, you're here. That's okay, we'll do it after we harvest everything. I forgot there's not a rock here. Because I remember when we went to Korea and Japan, they had little gachapon machines, which are basically capsule machines, which are, well, is where the word gacha comes from, but still. And I remember there's one of them I spent a surprising amount on. It was when we were in South Korea. There was like, we went to a thing which was like an arcade, which I think it was based off a Japanese arcade, which was weird that we went to it because we were going to Japan like a week later anyway, so it's a bit strange that we went to both Korea and Japan, but still. I'm sorry, we went to a Japanese arcade in Korea, but still, we did it, me and Ali. And there was like a wall of gachapon machines, probably marked up price from how much it would cost in Japan, but still. And I remember there's one of them, it was a Halloween Disney. Like I was just like looking along the list, being like, oh, which one do I want to pull for? Maybe get a little toy or whatnot. Ali was pulling some random ones, and I pulled some random ones here and there. But I saw one. It was a Halloween Disney one, and it had like all these Disney characters, but in like Halloween costumes. So there's Mickey, there's one for Minnie, there's one for Chip and Dale, who are really, really popular in like like Japan and Korea for whatever. No, well, maybe just Japan. Disney-wise, which is strange because they're not that popular, I don't think, here in the West. Or maybe they are. But, like, I think a lot of people I've spoken to don't even know who Chip and Dale are, so... And speaking of Chip and Dale, also Clarice, insanely popular because of Chip and Dale's popularity, I suppose, in Japan. And I don't think anyone knows, unless you're a die-hard Disney fan. Very few people know who Clarice is, because she appears, like, in one episode of Chip and Dale. Like, Adventures or something. It's just like, why is she so popular? I don't know. Just a female chipmunk or whatever, but you know, she's a product of a time of a very old... Did we hit this rock already? I can't remember. Sort of designs they had for female characters, you know, they gave a very curvy body, extremely long eyelashes, like just overly humanized, I suppose. Which is, in itself, not a bad thing if the rest of the characters are humanized, but you know, Chip and Dale, they aren't. They're like naked and Clarice is like wearing a dress. And there's makeup on and stuff, and it's like, thinking emoji. Anyway, not a point. What was the point? I don't remember what I was talking about. I mean, that's a conversation definitely for another time, which I could go on ad nauseum. No. What was I talking about? Why am I talking about Clarice? I actually can't remember. Oh no, I remember. It's a catch machine with the Halloween Disney characters. Oh yeah, they had one for Mickey, Minnie. They also had one for, I can't remember his name. Oh gosh. I got a Discord message. Sorry, I'll reply to that later. It was, for some reason my phone vibrated. I guess I hadn't opened Discord for a while, which is why it did that. What was I saying? Yeah, it was that evil guy. He's like the antithesis, and he kind of looks like Goofy. Is his name like Gus or something? No, Pete, that's his name. His name's Pete. And they had Halloween version of him, and I would say Mickey dressed up as a black cat or whatever, like a witch's cat. Chip and Dale also dressed up as witch's cat. Pete also dressed up as a witch's cat, and sort of like, very boring. But then Minnie was a witch, and she had a really cute outfit on. Like all the others looked really boring. I'll be perfectly honest. I mean, Chip and Dale was pretty cute, but Mickey's, and especially Pete's, like, who wants Pete? Like, what? Is Pete someone's favourite? I mean, Pete's obviously someone's favourite character. Everyone is someone's favourite character out there. But Pete is just like, alright, weird. And when I saw the Minnie one, I was like, oh my god, she's so cute. She's got like a little red witch's hat on, a little cat umbrella. She's doing cute pose and all that. And I was like, oh my god, I need to have this. So then I pulled once, got Chip and Dale, and I was like, alright, you know, Chip and Dale's also pretty cute. Didn't want it, but it's cute. Pulled again, and I think I either got Mickey or Pete, I can't even remember. I don't even know what I did with it. Maybe I gave it away to Ali or something. And I was like, alright. Oh yeah, I think I got Pete, and I think I gave it to Ali, because I was like, I don't want Pete. Who wants Pete? And it was like, yo, hit me up with these random knickknacks. I want them, and I was like, sure. Oh, we can actually make a rusted part. Sorry, not rusted part, a mech. What was I looking for? Fish. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, we got 3 sturgeons. Wild. Do we need anything else? No. Yeah, and then what? Pulled again. Got Chippendale, and I was like, don't want another one of these. What am I gonna do with this? And it was already quite expensive. Like, this was like an expensive capsule machine. I think it was like £2 a pull, which is randomly absurd pricing. I was like, am I going to spend like £10 on this just to get Minnie? I was like, I can't put it again. Surely not. But I put again, got Minnie. I was like, that's it. We're done. I'm not putting on any other things because that was ridiculous. That's the danger of gacha, you know? There's a one prize you want and there's a random chance to get it. Loot boxes, man. They get you every time. Sorry, I actually need to pay slight attention so I select the right thing. There we go. But to be fair, it was a pretty worth thing. Because unlike all the other like little knickknacks and keychains I bought from gacha machines or given away to friends, because here's a pro tip: if you ever go to Japan, Korea, go to those gacha places. But it's so cheap, like 100 yen, get a random knickknack, and a lot of them are ridiculous. Just like find the most ridiculous ones and roll them, and then they make fantastic raffle prizes to give out to people. Because that's what I do. I got like 100 of them, so I spent about 100 times 100 yen, which is probably too much money now I think about it. But for like that many souvenirs or whatever. Just gave them out to people as returning gifts, because you know it's good when you have far too many. Oh, we had sort of these flowers. Far too many sort of these souvenirs you need to give out to people. What we can do with all these flowers? Okay. But yeah, this little Halloween Minnie, she's been attached to my phone this entire time. She's lost our cat umbrella because it kind of broke off. I mean, I didn't expect it to have like the highest quality of workmanship or anything on it. So the umbrella's fallen off a few times. I tried to super glue it back on quite a few times, but you know, it's very sort of it's a weak point, I suppose, in the design. This is a duplicate. Sorry, I had to actually pay attention to these flowers. I wasn't going to miss some of them. Yeah, it's very much a weak point of the design. So she's lost her umbrella and her hand, and left hand, but the rest of it stayed, and it's pretty cute. So I was like, yeah. So she's still here on my phone as a little charm, a phone charm, which people don't really have anymore. But here I am, still using one because I'm like, it's cute. All right, sue me. I say that a lot. Don't actually sue me. If one of these times I'm like, haha, sue me is a joke. And someone's like, alright, I will. And I'm just like, oh no. What are they going to sue me for? Using a phone charm? Impossible. Improbable. Absolutely delectable. They sound like lyrics to something, but I can't remember what. Anyway. Well, I don't even know what I'm talking about now. I guess we're talking about lucky dips or something. That's a very common sort of birthday thing. Why can't we put this blue pansy? Why is there a white hyacinth here? Is there something behind it? No. Where did that white hyacinth come from? I have no idea. Could put windflower here. Windflower. Whoa, whoa, windflower. This is too many white windflowers. Could put a tulip down. Kiss me, choo 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 choo. Oh yeah, that song I sing all the time. That's on Starlight Stage. Wouldn't you know it? Let's have a chat with Amelia because I don't think we've spoken for a while. And I want to keep the conversation up. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to spend the entire time talking about gacha. I've already talked about gacha before. I already talked about like gacha ad nauseum before. And be like, oh, we get it, dear, you don't approve of this business model necessarily because it's predatory and preys on people's gambling addictions and what that sort of thing, but you feel like if it was better implemented and, not better implemented, but if it was just like cheaper, it would be a fair business model or whatever. But maybe it's not, maybe it never will be fair. That's the thing, SMH. And you don't mind it as a thing which you can add on to different systems as long as you can guarantee what you get for a certain price anyway, but you technically can in this day and age of gacha games, except for the guaranteed price is like £500, and that's like, you know, ridiculous unless you've got that sort of money and you can spend it. Oh, we should buy like one thing and you can justify it, but still something about it just doesn't sit right with me. But anyway, not point. I don't want, yeah. So I guess we'll just talk about capsule machines, I suppose. To be fair, I haven't had a fair run-in with capsule machines. Not very popular in West. The only times I've seen them are sometimes in random arcades or like, you know, I always see them in bowling alleys. Bowling alleys or things like arcade-esque, like activity centres, I suppose. Like they used to talk about this. Basically, there's a while in a year, for about 1 year back in primary school, whatever, everyone had laser tag birthday parties because we had like a laser tag place, which is, you know, not too far away from where we lived. I mean, I can't remember who started it, but someone had like a birthday party there, and suddenly everyone was having a birthday party there. Strangely enough, I don't think I had a laser tag birthday party, but I must have attended like over like 30 or something. Just because so many people had them, and I got invited to like, if their siblings had them, if my friends' siblings had them, and like it was their youngest brother's birthday or whatever, and they were gonna have one, and they were like, the older brother could invite a couple of friends around, and I was like one of them, whatever. But yeah, anyway, what was I saying? I don't remember. Something like... Wait, let's backtrack. Quasar? That's what it's called. Quasar laser or something. What was I going to talk about? I wasn't talking about... Oh, yeah, the gadget machines. They had like a capsule toy little machines, I guess, where you could put some things in, get a little prize out. The only time... I mean, we like never did it because, you know, I guess all the adults were like, don't do it. It's pointless. You don't want... you don't want this little tiny toy in. I could buy it for you cheaper elsewhere if you wanted it, really. Or maybe we just like, couldn't be bothered. Anyway, what's the point? Yeah, the one time we did actually do it, was everyone was buying like these little sticky hands, you know? Those like sticky hand toys. I can't remember what they're called. It might just be called sticky hands or whatever. Because I don't know. I guess one kid bought them, and suddenly every kid saw this kid had a toy that they didn't have, and we were all just like, I want it too. So we all were just like, please, can we have some? And remember, the poor kid's mum or whatever was like, all right. Gave like 20p to like quite a few of us. Actually, I'm not sure how many of us were actually there who were friends and all that stuff, but still. So I'm getting like laser tag flashbacks to different parties now. But they're all like swimming around in my head. Good memories, not bad memories, mind you, but still. But I want to save that for another time. That's conversational fodder. For a different... What? Well, I guess that one can't move. Which is, you know, alright. Yeah, what's I saying? Yeah, we all basically had some of those. It was good fun. I got like a purple sticky hand or something. I remember they got so dirty so quickly. I was like, what? They were basically rendered unusable sooner or later. Which sort of, you know, defeats the point of a sticky hand if it's meant to be sticky. I mean, no, sorry, that's terrible phrasing. It doesn't defeat the point of it, a sticky hand being sticky. But like, if they're that sticky, they kind of like pick up everything. And when they pick up everything, they sort of becomes very non-sticky very quickly, as they just get covered in like crumbs and detritus from wherever, whenever we're meant to be together. We need to be careful around here, because we might accidentally leave a 3x3 square like we have right here, which would result in a rock spawning. So I think this is good. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Looks like this part is all filled up. Alright, perfect. Let's move on to the next part of the island. 1, 2, put one here. 1, put one here. 1, 2, put one here. 1, 2, put one there. Oh, we already got stuff here. I didn't realise. Yeah, what was I talking about? I don't know. But it's also a time when people had bowling birthday parties, but like I think we got like bouncy balls or something from a little, not a little, but rather large actually, gacha pom machines, capsule machines, capsule toys or whatever you men call them. Right, we should stop being so rigid with how we put mannequins. We could save so much time if we just put mannequins down where we need to put them down rather than exactly in every place where they should go. Like, I think that's good enough from there. And also, I'm kind of run out of conversational fodder, to be honest. Maybe we should just end this episode here. No, we'll at least go to 28 minutes, come on. Yeah, I don't know. Capsule toys. Hopefully I haven't talked about this before. You know, this is a good time to check if we actually had spoken about it before, because if it has, whoops, that's going to be a duplicate naming convention, which is not exactly what I wanted. So let's see, content. Age restrictions, not age restrictions, what? Copyright claims, no. Capsule. Haven't talked about it before, saved. It's always dangerous when I start a conversation and be like, oh, I know I talked about this somewhat before, but have I talked about it enough before? That would be causing a problem. Because even though it doesn't even matter, the thought of me like releasing a video being like, oh no, this video's got exactly the same title as a different Animal Crossing video because I talked about exactly the same thing. I feel like it's too early on to do that. I mean, once we start hitting like the second year, maybe. But we're still within year 1. I feel like I should be able to come up with 365 different conversational topics and carry it on for half an hour, you know? I feel like I delve into meta talk quite a lot, surprisingly. Whether that's interesting or not is, I suppose a little bit up to you, but... 1, 2... Sorry, I can't count there. Something about playing Animal Crossing sometimes just devolves all my abilities to actually do anything. It's like perhaps my brain has reached a state of tranquility. What? Where it's on autopilot and it's just like, you know what? No, I don't want to wear this. It's like, you know what? Just gonna casually put things down and all that. Just get into a rhythm of things. Anyway. When Animal Crossing releases loot boxes, I don't know how to feel about it. Actually, to be fair, there's Pocket Camp which has loot boxes, but they're called like fortune cookies, and I played it for a little bit and I was like, ugh. You need... Like, gacha games, inherently unfair, but... I suppose, but... Still, it feels feasible to get a lot of things. I played Pocket Camp for a little bit and I was like, oh, look, there's like a cafe event going on. That's perfect. I want to make like a little cafe design or something for my camp. And I was like, oh my god, I need to pull so many things just to get the items I want. I was like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's so difficult. And I'm not willing to invest all this money into Pocket Camp. I'm okay. If catch games have like a battle pass system or something, I'm okay with paying like a little bit for a good deal and that sort of thing. Especially if it's a game I play a lot, like Starlight Stage I play a lot, Genshin I now play a lot. So that's all fine to me, but ugh. Yikes. Anyway, let's round this episode off here. So if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, all greatly appreciated. Join the Discord and follow me on Twitter down below. I hope we can see each other again, but for now, ta farewell. So until next time, bye bye for now.